Dear Sangha, today we delve into a profound topic, a field that many have questioned: Buddhism and psychology. Two paths, two philosophies that may seem different at first glance, yet walk hand in hand, supporting each other in the journey of awakening the mind, healing the soul, and bringing inner peace. Buddhism is not merely a religion. It is a profound philosophy about the psychology of human beings. The Buddha, through his enlightenment, opened a path to understand the nature of the mind, to overcome suffering, and to achieve liberation. Meanwhile, modern psychology, arising thousands of years later, has sought to explore and explain mental processes through the language of science. So let us sit together, breathe deeply, and calm our souls as we explore the wondrous relationship between Buddhism and psychology. Dear friends, in Buddhism, the mind is the root of all suffering, afflictions, as well as joy and liberation. The mind is the source of all karma, where delusions, desires, anger, and ignorance take root. The Buddha taught that all phenomena are created by the mind. If the mind is pure, then the world around us becomes pure. If the mind is tainted by greed, hatred, and ignorance, then the world we perceive will be filled with suffering. Therefore, understanding and controlling the mind is an essential step on the path of practice. In modern psychology, scientists have also recognized that the mind is the center of all experiences. They study the influences of emotions, thoughts, and mental processes on behavior and mental states. The theories of cognition, emotion, and behavior in psychology are not so different from what Buddhism has taught for thousands of years. We see that both Buddhism and psychology share a common goal: to help individuals understand their minds, confront pain, and discover ways to achieve tranquility. Beloved Sangha, Buddhism begins with the Four Noble Truths, the Four Noble Truths about life that the Buddha realized under the Bodhi tree. The Buddha taught that life is suffering, yet suffering is not eternal, and there is a path that leads us out of suffering. In psychology, we can view the Four Noble Truths as a journey of awareness regarding the psychological issues we encounter in life. 1. The truth of suffering, recognizing the existence of suffering. Psychology also starts with the acknowledgement and identification of the difficulties, anxieties, stress, and mental traumas that individuals face. 2. The truth of the cause of suffering, the origin of suffering. Just as in Buddhism, modern psychology seeks to delve into the causes of suffering. These causes may arise from external factors or from within the mind, such as negative thoughts, an unwillingness to accept reality, and repressed emotions. 3. The truth of the cessation of suffering, the cessation of suffering. Buddhism points out that when we understand the nature of suffering, we can liberate ourselves from it. Similarly, in psychology, when we recognize and understand the sources of our pain, we can heal and find balance within our souls. 4. The truth of the path to the cessation of suffering, the path leading to the cessation of suffering. Buddhism outlines the Noble Eightfold Path, a way of right understanding, right intention, and right mindfulness to escape the cycle of suffering. In psychology, therapeutic methods such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, or mindfulness techniques are also utilized to help individuals overcome anxiety, depression, and regain peace. Let us calm our minds and turn towards mindfulness. Mindfulness has become an essential part of both Buddhism and modern psychology. Buddhism teaches that mindfulness is awareness, the ability to focus on the present without attachment or judgment. When practicing mindfulness, we can recognize our emotions, thoughts, and actions clearly, enabling us to free ourselves from the suffering caused by delusions and misconceptions. In psychology, mindfulness is used as a tool to help individuals confront stress, anxiety, and mental disorders. John Kabat-Zinn, a researcher and teacher of mindfulness meditation, developed a program based on mindfulness, MBSR, helping millions of people around the world achieve inner peace. When practicing mindfulness, we do not merely breathe. Rather, it is a journey back to ourselves, recognizing clearly the factors that influence our minds. Both Buddhism and psychology emphasize that understanding and awareness grant us the strength to overcome the challenges of life. Dear friends, in Buddhism, karma is regarded as the result of all our actions, words, and thoughts. Every action leaves an imprint, a seed, in the consciousness, and these seeds will germinate and bear fruit in the future. Karma arises not only from external actions, but also from the deep-seated thoughts within the mind. Modern psychology also has a corresponding concept, which is the unconscious. Psychologists like Sigmund Freud pointed out that the unconscious holds impulses, desires, and memories that we are not aware of. These factors continue to influence our behaviors and thoughts without our conscious realization. Both karma and the unconscious show us that what we do, think, and feel in the present affects our future, whether we are aware of it or not. Therefore, understanding the nature of karma and the elements of the unconscious mind will help us break free from the bonds of afflictions and suffering. Nam Mô Shakyamuni Buddha.